Hello friends, and welcome back to Random Hearts, and welcome to our Wyoming backyard. Judging by the receding snow on the ground, you would think it is April or May, but it in fact is the first week of March. Everything has been very warm and mild this winter, and we have some plants that think it is time to start growing. These are some daffodils that are about 2 months early. We don't normally see daffodils till the beginning of May. This in turn made me think that I probably should start on my seeds. I do have a few things that I want to plant out in the garden, but as many of you know, I do have a major mouth surgery that is coming up in the month of July, most likely, and I don't know how able I will be to get out into the garden. I'm going to use the same seed starting equipment that I did last year. These trays are from Gardener Supply. They have that wicking mat that waters the plant from the bottom, which is much more effective than drowning your plants from the top. They take in the moisture at the root level, and that will help your new little seedlings get a better start on life. Now, they don't stay in these seed starting trays for very long. In fact, as soon as I see true leaves, I usually repot them up into a larger 4-inch container with actual potting soil. The soil I'm using in this right here is a seed starting mix, and you saw me look at the back of that envelope. Most seeds do have information on the backs of them that pertains to how deep you need to plant the seeds, how far apart, and when to start them. Now, I am being very generous because I know these seeds are a little old. I think they're 3 years old, and I don't expect great germination from them. Now, needless to say, this did not do very well because of my timing on these videos. I actually have the picture of what came up, and embarrassingly enough, only 3 out of the 36 seeds that I planted in this tray came up. I did restart the tray just this last weekend and used up the rest of those Frontier onion seeds, and I'm just getting labels ready for these right here, and then I'm going to start some cabbage. This cabbage is new to me, and I did pick it up from a local big box store, but you'll see that 87 days to harvest. That is kind of scary for me, because our typical growing season is anywhere from 90 to 100 days on a good year. Sometimes I'll get a little more than that. A couple years ago, I got 120 days, but that is not typical. And even though the USDA did increase our growing zone last year, I do not trust that 5A zone. I am going to probably still plant as though I am a 4B or even a lower, because our temperatures do fluctuate a lot, and we do have a lot of changes from year to year, and that is an average that the USDA is putting together. Now, I was a little bit nervous in starting my cabbage seeds so early in the season. Typically, I don't start them till the end of March, but I want to see if I can give them a head start. I want a more mature plant when it is time to put them out into the garden at the end of May, and I'm hoping that growing them indoors a little will help. But right here I am planting some leftover seeds from the Omero red cabbage that I planted last year. These are pelletized seeds, and because of the coating on them, they don't tend to have a great germination rate after the first year. The longer that seed coating is on the seed, the less they are viable. So I did plant them pretty thickly, but you'll see here in a minute, I did not have to worry about that at all. I almost had complete germination on those. And in these cells right here, I am planting 2 seeds. That is because those are brand new seeds, and I want to make sure that I've got 2 per cell in case one of them has an issue. I don't want to be left with an empty cell. So I almost always plant 2 seeds, even on brand new seeds, just to make sure that everything does well. I can either thin them or transplant whatever comes up, but I don't want an empty cell. So I'm going to top everything off with a little bit of soil here. This is a little more of that seed starting mix. And then I'm going to top everything off with a little bit of vermiculite. I did do this as well on the onion tray. I just did not film it. And that is just to help with moisture control and fungal issues, especially while the dome and the humidity is in that tray. I don't want to build it up so much that I have issues with the soil and an unhealthy soil. I'm going to water everything in, put it in the tray, and take it into my grow station. Now, I don't need the lights on just yet, and I don't need my heat mat. This is just going to sit here until I see some sprouts, and look what we got. 12 beautiful cabbage plants. Well, in true Wyoming style, we couldn't have a spring without a big snowstorm. 2 days later, we got 1.5 feet of snow. Be warm before the storm. It does not last very long, and we definitely need the moisture. But this is the official start to our garden season. It may not look it right now from looking outside, but we are in the midst of getting everything ready. I do apologize for the complete voiceover on this video, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section. And if you haven't already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. We hope you're having a lovely day wherever you are, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye!